Hi everyone and welcome back to another video on Ed, my SPI Mini. I'm focusing at the moment on getting them up and running for the spring and the nice weather so I can get out there and enjoy more than I did last year. So in this one I'm going to be focusing on the start of the oil leaks. I've identified a few. In this video I'm going to focus on replacing the gear selector seal. So common problem with the Minis, relatively cheap to fix, not the most accessible and not the most comfortable without a ramp. So I'll take you underneath for a look to show you the condition of mine, and then I'll run through the procedure. It's fairly straightforward, but with no Minis they can give you bumps along the way. Okay, I'll look from underneath and we can see oil from here coming from inside the seal, and the gator there is absolutely knackered. So yeah, this is the area I'm going to focus on in this video. Okay, so the new kit I have for this is a new roll pin, new oil seal, new bush with the rubber edge, a new rubber gator, and a drift to get the old roll pin out. This costs £10, so it's fairly inexpensive, and it comes with this. It's cheaper obviously if you have one of these already, which I do, but I couldn't find, so yeah. So right, just now we need to get the old one off. I'm hoping that's going to go without instant, because the old one of this in Eleanor would not shift and cause me major problems, for anyone that watched those videos. What I'm going to do as well, I've got the transmission from Eleanor here out, so what I'll do is I'll do a visual just now to show you what it looks like while I'm not lying under a car and it's all dark. It should be easier to get a better picture of how it sits. Right, to give you a quick look what it looks like when it's not in the car, this part here is the shaft coming out. You can see here the old roll pin is still stuck in. In here is the outer oil seal. This one in Eleanor is absolutely solid, and I'm probably going to have to drill or get some screw in to pull it out because it is quite solid. Underneath that is where you've got the bush with the rubber O-ring on it, so I can feel how hard it is here. I'm hoping down on Ed when I get the rod sleeve off it's not going to be quite as bad, but and it's out. It's not actually cracked the sleeve, it looks like someone's actually tried to put a slit in it previously to possibly get this out. And there we go, that's it off out the way. Take what's left of the shield off. The coupling. Normally, if you're only replacing the seals, you'll only have to take this roll pin out here. This is the one closest to the gearbox differential side. I took this one and this one off in this video because, I'll see if I can get you in closer. See damage here, where someone's obviously tried to get the roll pin out before and cut it, and it was just overall tatty. So I was replacing the coupling. This was £8 for a new one. I thought while I'm in there, got this off, I'll replace this. However, saying that, you're then dealing with 2 roll pins, which makes it fiddly, both getting out if it's seized and getting back in, because it is fiddly. It's a fiddly job, not one I enjoy. But yeah, so that's why I took both out, because I replaced this. So the sleeve is out the way. It gives me enough room to work in here without actually taking the whole shaft off. You know, I'll go out the way like that. And it gives us a better look in here now, so we can get a look in, get this rubber seal out, and then underneath the bush to get that out. So what I'm going to do all around here is just give it a clean up because it's a bit messy. Then that way when I'm replacing it there's no debris or anything going inside it. So yeah. So the oil seal first. I'm hoping it's going to come out with a pick. If not, I'm going to have to hammer it in and just pull it out a bit. It does feel softer than the one I showed you earlier on the bench. So yeah, fingers crossed. At least I'm actually even able to get into this one. The other one was rock solid. Yeah, it's putting up a fight. Doesn't want to come. There we go. So I'll keep that aside and I'll compare it with the new one. You can see next, now this is the bit I'm not looking forward to, getting the actual bush out. Most that I've seen do it before has required a drill going in. So I'm hoping if I can get a small drill, well, get a small drill in, and if I can catch it right, it'll come out with the drill. That's the plan. Okay, so I've got the drill bit stuck enough to hopefully pull it out. No. Success! Nearly. You can see as I'm taking that off, the rubber seal is just coming away on my hands. and it's off. So I'm going to clean the swarf here so none of it gets back in there, and then I'll go up to the bench and I'll compare the new with the old. Okay, comparison. Everyone loves a good comparison, don't they? We start with the old. The gator. Lovely. And new. Washer. Solid. Can hardly squash that. New. A lot softer. The bush. You can see when that came off that the rubber is completely gone on the outside, where the leaks come from basically. And the nice new one. And they're open. The other one is under the car somewhere, I couldn't find it. Okay, I've got the new bush and oil seal to go back in, so I've got some oil down here, new oil, and I'm just going to coat the outer edge of the bush in oil just so it goes in and gets a good seal. I've got the rubber oil seal in the oil at the moment, just again so it gets a good coating before it goes in. This should slide in the same as the other one came out, straight in. I've got a socket, excuse my head getting in the way. Got a socket, a deep reach socket. That's just enough to go in, push it in. It shouldn't need a tap in here because it came out fairly easy. What you can do, I know by looking roughly, make sure it goes into the same depth as the old one came out. That way you know you're replacing like for like and you're not going to have any issues changing gear. I'm quite happy how this is sitting. You could measure it, how much has come out and gone in. But that's that in. Next is the actual oil seal itself. Just make sure you put this the same way in that it came out, and make sure it's pushed in all the way around. You don't want to be fixing an oil leak and creating one. Like I said before, it's not a difficult job, but access makes it difficult. What I'm going to do with this, to make sure it's a good seal, get the deep socket, again, push it over, and I'm just going to tap it just to get it, make sure it's in. Again, you can see me fighting with access. And that's enough to get that home. It probably takes it in about 4 or 5 mil once it's tapped in. I'll grab the camera and I'll give you a look at what it looks like at this stage. So I'll give you the view I've got when I'm lying on my back. Look down here. You can see the seals are both in. All I need to do now is get the coupling back on, the roll pins back in. I'm just going to put a little bit of grease on here and just make sure the mechanism's going in and out as it should. Always check this, because if you don't and you go to all the hassle to put it all together and it's stiff and doesn't go back in, then you're just going to have to do it all again, and nobody wants that. So yeah, just check it goes in and out and it's free to turn. So, and that when it does come in and out, none of the seals are going to move. So yeah, all good. First roll pin in. Okay, let's go and check the gears select. Okay, so I'm getting all gears, so yeah, job done. Not my most favourite job, that. Never has been any time I've attempted it, so I'm glad it's done. One less oil leak. In the next video I'll move on to the next, and bit by bit we'll get this car leak free. So I'll end that one there and I'll say thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers!